What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today, we are watching the second Hobbit movie, The Desolation of Smaug. Now, if you were here for my reaction to the first Hobbit movie, you might have a few questions. Like A, you watched it over a year ago. Why? B, if it's been a year, you probably forgot what happened in the movie. C, if it's been over a year, you probably forgot what happened in the book. All valid things to say. But because of that, I reread the book and I rewatched the first movie. So you don't have to worry about that. I reread the book, loved it just as much as the first time, and you want to know one of the differences between this video and the first video reaction is I have now also read the Lord of the Rings books. So there's that. And also, after reading the Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit for the second time, I have a newfound appreciation for Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins, because he truly is just so Bilbo. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely speaking, he is such a good Bilbo Baggins. When I read the book, I literally envision Martin Freeman talking now when I read the book again. Because, like, just how Bilbo speaks in the book and his mannerisms and everything, like, Martin Freeman just captures that perfectly. You know what I mean? So I have a newfound appreciation for Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins. Also, there's no way this is a controversial take, but Bilbo is so much better than Frodo as a main protagonist, just FYI. And also, this one might be a controversial take. Hobbit better than the Lord of the Rings books. Just saying. The Hobbit is better than all three Lord of the Rings books, without a doubt. Might be a controversial take, but I'm saying it. All right, I'm saying it. What are you gonna do? Here are the copies that I used to read. I don't have to show you these, but I'm doing it anyway, so fuck you. Here's my copy of The Hobbit. It was very enjoyable. Here's my copy of The Lord of the Rings. This is my 50th year edition, Lord of the Rings. Very, very good. I enjoy the Lord of the Rings books too, but like, dude, The Hobbit is just so much better. And then I searched up which one came out. The Hobbit came out first, so like, fucking let's go Hobbit. But yeah, The Hobbit is just so much better, man. I think it's mainly because The Hobbit is like one cohesive story, whereas when you read the Lord of the Rings books, it branches off into two stories. I know we're reacting to The Hobbit and not Lord of the Rings here, but I'm talking about it anyway, so fuck you. The Lord of the Rings branches off into two stories because you have book 1 and book 2 in all three of the books, and it's like, in the first book, The Fellowship of the Ring, you kind of have one storyline, which is good. You have the first book where everyone's kind of getting acquainted until we eventually get to Rivendell to create the Fellowship. Then book 2 starts where the Fellowship's together and they're going on their journey. That's fine. One cohesive story, it's okay. Super slow, but at least it's one cohesive story. Everyone's together. But then in The Two Towers and The Return of the King, you branch off completely. Book 1 is a separate storyline with everything to do with Gandalf and Aragorn and, you know, the battle at Helm's Deep and Rohan in Two Towers. And then the second book of Two Towers is all Frodo and Sam. You never go back to Aragorn and Gandalf and them. And then in The Return of the King, it's the same thing, where book 1 is everything to do with Aragorn and Gandalf and Legolas and Gimli and all the other people. And then the second half of the second book of book 3 is everything to do with Frodo and Sam again. Like, it's just completely separate. I didn't enjoy that very much. I wish they like weaved it better. So might be another controversial take. Lord of the Rings movies better than the books. I said it. What are you gonna do about it? I said it. Lord of the Rings movies better than the books. Sue me. Anyway, Lord of the Rings rant over. Let's watch The Hobbit. Bro, that music just warms my heart. I can't help it. It's literally like the Harry Potter Hogwarts theme or Hedwig's theme. Like, it just, the second it plays, my heart feels warm inside. You know what I mean? I was gonna say, I feel like they're showing us this just so we can connect it to the Lord of the Rings movie, because this is where the hobbits were. It's where they first met Strider, or Aragorn. Because I don't remember him being in Bree in the book, so I don't know why this is happening. Damn. Bro, Bjorn is so much bigger than I thought he would be. Like, I know he transforms into a bear, but god damn, that is a big ass bear. I hope he introduces them the same way he does in the book, because that scene was really funny. The way Gandalf introduced all the dwarves to Beorn. Oh, that blows. We didn't get to see the introduction they did in the book. Oh, that sucks. It was so funny in the book.
Just stay on the path. Do not leave it. If you do, you'll never find it again.
The only thing I'm confused about is because, I mean, I know we already said this in the first one, like 3 movies for 1 book is a little bit crazy. And this one's called the Desolation of Smaug, so this means they'll probably get to the mountain. I imagine it ends with Smaug's death, and if that's the case, like, there's not that many chapters after Smaug dies, but there's an entire movie after this one, so, like, that kind of makes me nervous, you know? Even this makes me nervous, because, like, we're pretty much, like, barely started the second one, and we're already at in Mirkwood, and about to see the Wood Elves, so, like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared, pacing-wise. Although I do like the look of Mirkwood. Looks very eerie. I like it. That's kind of funny. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. That was not good. Ah. Well, that's disgusting. Good thing I don't have arachnophobia. Otherwise, I'd be shitting my pants right now. God damn! Made quick work of that bitch. Jeez. Bro got wrapped so quickly. Let's go, Bilbo! Nice! Very nice. Why is it always the spiders in Lord of the Rings, man? Fucking these ones in Mirkwood and then Shelob and Lord of the Rings. I'm not a fan, bro. You can understand them now because he put the ring on? Oh, that's kind of cool. Such an easy way to make the spiders less scary. We can understand them, so they sound stupid.
Just a little taste.
Nice. Nice. I mean, I would personally stop slashing and just stab. There you go. Nice. Let's go, Bilbo. My man's got a 2 KO. That's a 2.0 kill death ratio right there, son. That's another reason I love Bilbo so much, man. It's just such a, like, the biggest underdog you could possibly get. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Just the biggest underdog, always saving the day, and finding his courage and strength throughout the journey. I love it. That's a fantastic way to kill a spider. That was unexpected, but good. Was he realizing what the ring really does to him? The second you lose the ring, how much rage and shit it puts into you? Legolas?
Do not think I won't kill you, dwarf. It would be my pleasure.
Am I misremembering something? I don't recall Legolas being in The Hobbit. Or if he was, we didn't hear his name. Is Legolas one of the Wood Elves? I'm trying to think in Lord of the Rings if they ever said that. I don't remember that being said. Evangeline Lilly? Bro, what is going on? And why are the Wood Elves helping them? Last time I checked, they're the ones who took them all prisoners. Was Legolas one of the Wood Elves? I don't remember that. I don't remember that being in the books. But again, like I said, they didn't really give us any of the names of the woodland elves. Except for, like, the master, but even him they didn't say. They just called him the master of the wood elves. So I guess it works, but you know. Also, that's Gimli's dad? What is happening right now? I am genuinely confused though. Someone let me know in the comments if Legolas was really, if he was with the Wood Elves and he's supposed to be here. Is this like a rewrite? You know, whatever this was. I don't know what's happening. Like, it's cool, it's fun, but I can't believe I see him here. I mean, personally, I'm more under the impression that, like, they're doing the thing, like, same at the beginning of the movie where they were at Bree discussing Bilbo. Like, where they're like, remember this guy or this place from Lord of the Rings, that other movie you really love that came out way before this? Here it is again! Same world, same universe, you know you like it, you know, that kind of thing.
Aren't you going to search me? I could have anything down my trousers.
Hilarious.
Or nothing.
Oh. Oh. That's painful. That's painful. To be said that by Evangeline Lilly? Oh, that's painful.
Wrath and ruin. I have faced the great serpents of the north.
What the fuck was that? They're kind of making the Woodland Elves more villains than they are. Because in the book, they explicitly explained that they're not bad people. They just mistrust anybody who walks into the forest. But, like, they really are kind of villains here.
I know you're there. Why do you linger in the shadows?
He's talking to Legolas or Evangeline Lilly.
Coming to report to you.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, no shot. I mean, they're kind of cute. I see it. I see it. They're kind of cute, bro. Honestly, where would these dwarves be without Gandalf and Bilbo? Like, for real. They'd be dead or captured so many times over.
Hold your breath.
Hold my breath. What do you mean?
No barrel for you, Bilbo.
Where is the...
Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's more unfortunate. Nice. Even better. Oh. Ouch. Damn. Is it a poison arrow? Or just a regular arrow? Oh, the elves? Nice! I cannot believe she's helping us, but I mean, there's bigger problems right now than the dwarves, I guess, to be fair. She's badass as fuck. I love her. And of course, Legolas, the goat himself. Ooh. I hope that's not a poison tip arrow. And if it is, I imagine the elves, Legolas, and the Evangeline Lilly's character starts with a T. I don't know her name. They said it once, but I forgot it. But if it's a poison arrow, they might be able to help heal him. God damn, my bro 360'd his ass. Man's out here hitting trick shots. Nice shot, Thorin. I love the teamwork between the dwarves, man. You know what I mean? They really do work so well together. Unspoken chemistry. Nice. Bro looks like that Dark Souls character. I mean, yeah, Elf's got that balance. Oh, come on, Legolas. Now you're just showing off, bro. Oh, and he's surfing on that ass. God damn. She just shot his arrow out of mid-air? Yo. She fire. Although, why does Legolas look so much meaner in this movie than he does in The Lord of the Rings? You know? He looks so much older, even though technically he's younger here than he is in The Lord of the Rings. Oh no. Who the hell is that?
Do it again, and you're dead.
Who the hell is this?
Excuse me.
Oh, that's the bard?
You're from Lake Town,
Probably,
if I'm not mistaken.
considering we're near the lake town.
That barge over there.
And he's a very good shot with a bow and arrow. This is probably the bard.
We stuck him with a Mordor shaft.
Oh, it is poisoned, isn't
Poison's
it?
in his blood.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. That's a lot of fish, bro. Wow. That looks awesome. Way cooler than what I thought was in my head. You know, these movies have tended to do that so far. Every time there's a setting in the book and I imagine it in my head, it looks way cooler in the movie. So, fucking spot on.
If I recall correctly, you're licensed as a bargeman, not a fisherman.
That's none of your business. Everyone knows where everyone lives.
I do like certain changes they did make, though. Like, they're making the bard much more, I don't know, hero-ish, and they're adding him into the story in different parts, making us see more of him, so that, like, when all these things happen, they don't feel unearned. So it's like certain things they have to change to make it more plausible for the movie, so, like, that's fair.
It's the damp. It's the only possible explanation. Get me a brandy.
Oh, that's fucking Stephen Fry. That is, isn't it? Oh, it totally is. That's so funny. Wow.
Didn't see them. They were never here. Fish you can have for nothing.
The way this bard looks and talks and sounds literally just reminds me of Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Which is funny because he plays Legolas here, but, you know, he looks like Will Turner.
If you speak of this to anyone, I'll rip your arms off.
Ew. What's wrong with this guy? Why does he hate them so much? Well, I guess maybe did the Lakemen help when the dwarves were getting destroyed by Smaug? But weren't they also getting destroyed? So how is it their fault?
Right. I can manage. Let's just get out of it.
Yeah. What did they think would happen? Like, why did they make the dude with the poisoned arrow that stuck his knee carry all the weapons down the stairs? Why would they think that's a good idea?
Let us not forget that it was Gillian, Lord of Dale, your ancestor, who failed to kill the beast.
That was his ancestor. Oh, right, yeah, we learned that at the end of the book. I forgot that. Why are they just laying blame to people's ancestors, bro? What the fuck? What that got to do with us now? Although that's cool that, like, Bard's ancestor was the one who failed to kill the dragon. Although he's the reason that Smaug has that empty spot on his left breast. But it's cool that his ancestor is the one who failed, but Bard's gonna be the one that succeeds, you know?
The desolation of Smaug.
The sun will soon reach.
Roll credits!
That's all, folks.
Did that do anything? That's a dope-ass statue. That is... How do you even build that, bro?
Oh!
The last light of Durin's day will shine upon the keyhole.
I'm pretty sure it's the moon, isn't it? Unless it's gonna randomly open now. But I swear it happened like in the middle of the night. And they were just sitting there and like it just randomly popped open because of it. I think it's the light of the moon.
There's no more to be.
The last light of Durin's day, so like 11:59 p.m. Yeah, it was the moon. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure I remember that correctly. But like, it's a simple enough riddle. I don't get how they gave up so easily. But I like how, you know, it's in character for Bilbo to be the one to do it, because like, Bilbo is very witty, you know? He's like unruly intelligent, you know? Like, you wouldn't expect it to be. He's unconventionally smart in weird moments. But I love how he's the one that figured it out. Plus, that is exactly how the runes, or like the special runes work or whatever, that how the dwarves make. It's like it has to be done at precisely the exact same time as they were written. So like if you don't do it at precisely the same moment, then you're never gonna get it, and you gotta wait till the next year.
It was just...
Oh, thank God. That was close. And again, Bilbo saves your ass, Thorin.
It never ceases to amaze me.
What's that?
The courage of hobbits.
Yeah, for real, man. Bilbo's got more courage? More courage than all 13 dwarves put together, bro.
As you can muster.
They really do, because even in The Lord of the Rings, like Merry, Pippin, Sam, Frodo, they all like... Everyone expects so little of hobbits, and then they end up being like the best heroes. It's not gonna go well, bro. Especially because they say in the book that like Smaug can sleep with one eye still open, literally. And like their sense of smell is so strong that it could awaken him once he smells them. But luckily for Bilbo, Smaug never smelled Hobbit before, so he has no fucking idea what they are. Oh no! Oh no! Not good.
Where is your master?
Damn. Oh, I thought bro teleported. He just hit him with a flashbang. Nice. That was solid. That looks so cool. I love the sound effect of it too, you know? Oh my god. Holy crap. Shit, dude. Holy shit. That looks so cool. Eye of Sauron Inception. My mans, why would you do that? There is a sleeping dragon inside there. Why would you knock like that? Kind of defeats the whole point of being a burglar if you just knock on the front door. Just looks like this for the Arkenstone. That's funny.
What's that?
Bilbo, please. Bilbo, please. I feel like it's gonna cause an avalanche by him walking, you know what I mean? You just nudge one thing and then it all comes tumbling down. So much. I can't see Smaug anywhere though, so he's definitely buried underneath all of it. Somewhere. Oh, there's the avalanche. Oh my. Bro, do you know how terrifying that would be? Hobbit that is like 3 feet tall? And Smaug the dragon? God, I mean, I say Smaug, bro. Imagine it was what is his name? Anagalkin? You know? Whatever his name is in the Lord of the Rings lore. Bro that destroyed mountains with his wings. Bilbo just sitting there. That's so funny. Smaug looks so cool, dude.
I smell you.
Also, I do know that I believe Benedict Cumberbatch is the one who motion caps and does the voice for Smaug, which is so cool.
Where are you?
Oh, bro is massive.
Impressive. What else do you claim to be?
I am...
Oh, he still has one. Only one.
Not if I kill it first.
Bro's got one shot, one opportunity to seize everything he's ever wanted. Man, Smaug has a lot of maneuverability for someone so big. I didn't think he'd be so quick and agile. Ah, Alfred, you fucking cuck.
I am not my grandfather.
You're not yourself. A Thorin I know would not hesitate to go in there.
I will not risk this quest for the life.
I like that shot, I'm not my grandfather, and you can see the statue in the background of his face, both of them with the side profile. So I'm imagining that statue is his grandfather.
If only to see Oakenshield suffer. Watch it destroy him. Watch it.
Man, the special effects of Smaug are amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, genuinely looks so good. Nice shot! Codiel or Legolas? She is nice with it, bro. She is nice with it. I mean, so is Legolas, though. That was awesome. Oh, you bunch of idiots.
Do you think she could have loved me?
Damn. That was sweet.
If this is to end in fire, then we will all burn together.
That was kind of fire. No pun intended. Legolas just 1v50ing right now. Man, hit him with a Superman punch. Legolas be fucking training MMA? I think the special effects on some of these Legolas scenes with all the orcs and stuff is a little wonky sometimes. Oh my god. Oh! Nice. I love the way the fire looks in his stomach, though. When it's like brewing inside him before he breathes it, it looks so good.
No!
Oh, it's water! Well, that's funny. It's not what I saw happening. Oh my, I think I put a liquid gold on him? Bilbo found the fucking exit? Oh! Damn. Just had to destroy this nice big hall.
It isn't their fault! Wait! You cannot go to Lake Town!
Bro, Bilbo? Taking the fall for them? Bro, Bilbo is too good.
We'll have our revenge. Declare your zone!
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I like that. Dope ass statue. Oh my. They just showered him in liquid gold? What? I was like, no way he dies like that, right?
I will show you!
Now he's just a golden dragon. Jeez. Now he's just a golden dragon. That kind of looks awesome. But I mean, now is the time for Bard with that blackhead arrow to show him what's up. Damn, bro just gave everybody a golden shower. All right, Bard, you got this.
Fire. I
I just hope Bard gets the shot off before he...
Oh.
Did it just end like that? What? That was the most bullshit fucking ending I've ever seen in my life. I thought Smaug was gonna die by the end of this, because that's the only way I thought this was gonna go. So you start the third movie with Smaug dying while he's burning down the lake, man? I mean, what? I figured you would have ended this movie with him trying to burn down the lake men, and then Bard hitting the shot on Smaug and him killing him, and then we start the final movie with Thorin and the dwarves going inside the mountain and locking themselves in, and then all the other dwarves and the lakemen people coming in to try and take some of the wealth and all that shit happening. What? Alright. To start off with, I think these movies are really good. I'm not gonna say they're not. I do really enjoy them, but I definitely think they are way too long, way too overindulgent for no reason. Because the thing is, this movie is 2 hours and 41 minutes. It's a very long movie. But, like, so are Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings really adapted every part of the books, whereas this one has just added so much that didn't happen to make it more of a spectacle, or for whatever reasons they may have had. Like, I don't recall Legolas being in there. He may have been, but I don't recall this. I do not recall Tariel being there, although she was a very welcome addition. I think she was my favorite character in this movie. I really enjoyed her. But the whole thing of her and Legolas leaving the woodland elves to go save, I think it's either Philly or Killy, one of them, with the arrow, Killy getting the arrow and getting a poison tip, none of that happened. The way they got into the Lakemen people, none of that happened. Spending so much time with the Lake people before heading into the mountain, none of that happened. This entire fight scene with Smaug, none of that happened. Like, none of this happened. So, like, it's just weird to see it, because they're not doing what the book did, which is fine. Like, it's okay. It doesn't have to be a page-by-page retelling. And I still think it was really good, and I enjoyed it a lot, but I feel like there could be so much that could be trimmed off to make these movies more digestible. Because I definitely feel like it's overindulgent, but to the point where they're just adding things for the sake of adding things so that it feels more like a spectacle. And it feels like it lives up to the Lord of the Rings name, if you get what I mean. There's just so many things that didn't happen, so it's kind of odd to see. I still very much enjoyed it, but it doesn't make it any less odd. Seeing Legolas and Tariel is a welcome surprise. I did really like to see them, although yeah, Legolas is very different in this movie than he was in Lord of the Rings. I definitely like him more in Lord of the Rings than I do here. In Lord of the Rings, he felt much more, I don't know, upbeat, whimsical, like a high elf. I don't know. I still really liked him in this, but he just felt so much more brutish and mean and very straightforward in this. Whereas in Lord of the Rings, he felt much more lighthearted and just someone you could rely on. So, like, these two characters are very different. But, like, I'm trying to think, how old was Bilbo when Frodo first started? Frodo was 50. Bilbo was 100 and something at the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring. So, like, this is, what, 60, 70 years since then? And for an elf, that's not very long. That would be like a few days in their timeline, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a huge difference to them. So I don't understand how he changed so much, but it's still very cool to see him. I think the Wood Elves Master, Legolas's dad, is a cool addition. I don't know if Legolas's dad is actually the Master of the Wood Elves. Maybe that's a Tolkien lore thing that I haven't read, because I haven't read like the Silmarillion or all his other books where he expands on the lore of Lord of the Rings. In like the Middle Earth world, so I haven't read all those, so maybe it is true that Legolas's dad was the Wood Elf Master and all that, but I wasn't aware of this, and it definitely wasn't mentioned in The Hobbit, but I did enjoy seeing it in this movie. I thought that was really cool. The Wood Elf's place is a little bit different than what I imagined. I imagined their place being very foresty, whereas in this one it still felt like they were inside caves in a mountain for some reason. It was very rocky, at least the dungeons were, but I thought the barrel scene was super cool. I liked that a lot, and Legolas and Tariel killing all the orcs and stuff, and the dwarves getting through them on the barrels and stuff, all of that was super good. I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, I think these movies would probably be better if they decided to do 2 movies instead of 3. Now I understand though the differences. Like if they had ended it how I thought they would have ended it, it would have made more sense. Because I was gonna say, in the book when you're reading and Smaug dies, and then like directly after you have another gigantic conflict, you're like, is this not like 2 conclusions here? Like I thought it was just the one. And then after Smaug dies, and you still have a few chapters left, and then you have like the dwarves who fight the other dwarves who come in, and then the lake men, like everybody comes in and Thorin ends up dying. Like you have all of that shit that happens. And that's kind of like a second conclusion almost. And you're like, I thought we just hit the climax when Smaug died. Why now are we in another climactic situation? We skip it obviously because Bilbo gets knocked out, but we're gonna see it in the third movie obviously because you have an entire third movie, you're gonna show it. But like if they had ended it with Smaug dying here, then it makes more sense to make 3 movies. But if they didn't end it with Smaug dying, they could have made this 2 movies instead of 3. I don't know. It just feels like it's too long for the sake of being long. It doesn't need to be this much, I don't think. Especially because the majority of these movies are things that didn't happen in the book. So if you're adapting the book but adding everything else, it's not really The Hobbit. It kind of is, but also not really. But the sequence with Gandalf for Sauron, that was awesome. That was a really good sequence. I liked that a lot. The spell was kind of weird. Like the spell was cool, but the way it looked, like the circle, felt like super edited. I wish it was kind of more misty, like the black stuff that Sauron was using to fight Gandalf. I wish it kind of felt like that, more misty feeling, instead of like, I don't know, look like an outline drawn. You know what I mean? Like it felt a little bit too special effects, if that makes sense. But that scene was really awesome. Him against Sauron was super cool. But I like this because like I said, they're trying to make this a spectacle thing to where it lives up to the hype of being a prequel of Lord of the Rings. I mean, Lord of the Rings is one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time for good reason. They are perfectly crafted movies. So like if you're gonna do Lord of the Rings again, you're gonna have huge hype around it and you can't not live up to the expectations of it. So I get why they're trying to make it like set up all the war that's happening, set up all the moving pieces, make it feel more big, make it feel more grand, make another trilogy. I get that, but I think it suffers because of it. Instead of like sticking true to just making a good story, you can kind of feel them trying to do that. So I think it hinders the performance of the movie. But I still really like it. I just wish they weren't as long. You know what I mean? Because I think it suffers. Like some movies can be this long and it can be okay. Like I think one movie that's super long and it is okay with it is The Batman. The Batman is also super long, but I think every minute of it is phenomenal. And there's like no slow portions to me, and every minute is so good. The story works because every minute is shown. You can't take anything out. There's no fat on it. But in this movie, I feel like there is quite a bit of fat that could have been trimmed. But the whole fight scene against Smaug was very cool. The way they did it, I like how the dwarves were just running around everywhere trying to outsmart Smaug. But like dragons are very intelligent creatures in the Lord of the Rings universe, so I like how they showed Smaug like that. I thought he was gonna get the gold like hardened on him, and I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. But I was like, when's the bard gonna shoot him if they kill him right here? But clearly they didn't kill him, so it's okay. We're gonna see the bard shoot him next. But I really liked the setting of the lake men and the lake town. That town looks awesome. The way that is like just inside the water and everything, and like there's no really roads, it's just the boats going through. I think that's super cool. I think that looks really, really good. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I don't think it's unreal. Like, I don't think it's crazy amazing, but I think it's good. And I think it's entertaining enough. But I don't know if it's entertaining enough to ask someone to sit through 2 hours and 41 minutes. You know? I think it's good. I just don't think it's great. Which makes me sad. Hobbit the book is still better than Lord of the Rings book, though. Just saying. But so far, the Lord of the Rings movies are definitely better than the Hobbit. But that's the Lord of the Rings movies. It's very difficult to beat those. I mean, come on. But yeah, I still liked it a lot. I still really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to watch the final movie in this trilogy. I hope it's good. But again, I'm very nervous for that one because I imagine it's just as long, another 2.5 hour movie. And there's not a lot left in the book, so I imagine a lot of it is going to be added in about stuff that didn't really happen. Because at this point, where is it? I think we'd be at like, there's like, I think 20 or 19 chapters in The Hobbit. And Smaug dies at like chapter, what, 14 maybe? So like, there's not a lot of chapters left here. You know what I mean? Or chapter 15, like, there's not a lot of chapters left. And to make it an entire 2.5 hour movie with not many chapters is asking a lot, which makes me really nervous. But I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. But I enjoyed it. Tell me what you thought. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Patreon for the full-length reaction. And that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, thank you all for watching that recent video, and I just want to give a special shout out to Oko Canutilla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really sorry if I'm not, but just want to give a special shout out to you. You've been subscribed to my tier 1 on Patreon for a while now, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Love you guys.